Are you ready to learn the best practices on how to build a business that can grow without you? If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Lai. I run a virtual assistant company here in the Philippines called 2XU, and I post videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, one of the key fantasies, dreams, whatever you might call it, when it comes to being someone who runs a business is to get to the point where the business can actually run and grow without you. Not just run and have still be everything kind of going on, but actually growing without you. Now that can look different for everyone else, so I want to walk you guys through my best tips as someone who has been helping run 3 other companies, of course primarily my own company 2XU, just remotely, and getting to step away basically for the things that I need to do and just have the business keep growing even without me in it. The first one is to define your lifestyle. Now, like I said earlier, it will look different for different people what stepping away and having their business grow without them would look like. So for example, for me, my defined lifestyle is that I am able to just work in the morning and then in the afternoon be able to pick and choose what I do want to focus on. So what I mean by that is I will have meetings in the morning and then more in the afternoon where I can get a little bit of my own groove. I can get more done without a lot of disturbance. That's what my ideal lifestyle looks like. And also being able to travel, speak on stages, do different events. That's kind of my long term, is I just have to work 2 or 3 times a week, and then the rest of the week I'm able to do other things to either grow my business indirectly or being able to start different businesses as well in the future. Now that's the ideal lifestyle for me. So it has to look different for you, because if you think that, hey, I want to completely step away from my business, you're going to do a little bit of a different planning versus, like, for me, I do want to be still half in, half out within 2XU, because at this point in my life, I am still very excited about it. I still do want to be involved in getting the business to grow, but it doesn't have to be that I am necessarily there. So try to define what does that look like for you, what that lifestyle is, so it can be easier for you to actually build your life around it versus like just letting life kind of toss you around wherever you want to go. You want to start with being intentional about where you want to be. Next is, as you now have the lifestyle that you want build out, maybe still in your head, you want to start tracking what is important. What I mean by this is, for example, for me, what is the most important number for 2XU is how long our clients have been, not how many clients we've gotten, because that could be easily, of course, a measurable thing, but it is how long have our assistants been working with their clients. That's a measurable, important track for me. Now, again, it might look different for you in your business, but that's my one main number. This way, as I am slowly stepping away from the business, as I'm slowly stepping away from 2XU, I can just look at those numbers and know that things are still doing well. Now, it could be that you have a ton of metrics. Like, added to that is, of course, like our social media engagement. Adding to that is, of course, the number of calls we do get booked, and of course the clients that we get booked. But for me, my main number is like how long basically are our EAs with our clients. Now so far it's been at least 3 to 4 years every single time. 2XU's only been around for 4 years, so of course kind of our number is about around that, thankfully. But you want to have a really good dashboard for yourself that your team can just input numbers to, reports to, that you can easily check again if the business is still on the right track. Next is the main thing that you need to do or focus on is start letting go of the outcomes that need to be just you. And there's different ways that you can do this. One is creating like standard operating procedures of how you do things in the business. So again, it's not just you focused on this, and I have a ton of resources for you guys on that. Another way is just straight up just training someone to replace you in the different roles that you might be doing as the business owner or as the founder. Now, naturally, when you're starting a business, you're wearing so many different hats, but slowly you want to start replacing yourselves in those, so you're letting go of the outcomes in that way. So as a very good example, one of the first roles I had to let go of was my marketing hat, basically. Even though I love marketing myself, I had to let go doing that for 2XU because it was a lot of time consuming. It was a lot of things that I already did. So that was kind of one of the first other hires that I did other than my own assistant. Next was like managing our assistants. Now I've replaced myself in managing our clients, and soon after then it'll be managing actually the sales calls part of the business, and of course the operations strategy part of the business. So I'm slowly hiring people to do that with me. So I'm letting go of the outcomes where where it doesn't have to be just me. I can influence it, but it doesn't have to be just me. Next, and this is a funny best practice, but I do like to try to keep it to this, of limiting meetings. What I mean by this is, if that meeting doesn't have to be necessarily 30 minutes, an hour long, or even just a quick call, just 5 minutes, then I recommend to let your people actually be able to work and not have to micromanage as much. This is something that as a business owner, I had to completely learn to let go of, that I don't have to be talking to my people all the freaking time. So for me, I had to okay, we're doing check-in calls once a week, that's it. We don't have to prolong it if it's not needed. Because then the next best practice that I love is encouraging deep work. What I mean by this is, at a certain point with your employees, is they can actually really just be autonomous in what it is that they're doing. So encouraging deep work is making sure that on your employees' calendar, on their day, is they have at least a block of time where they can work on the different things that they need to be focused on, the outcomes, the projects, the tasks that they're supposed to be focused on, at least maybe an hour or two a day, without having a lot of interruptions, that so then anytime that you do need something from them, it can be delayed, it can be sent over later on, or that you even have a quick way to get to them if something is urgent enough, but you are respecting their time to actually get work done. Next is, you do need to learn how to master management. Now, your management style, it will really depend on a couple of things. Now, this is coming from the book, The Self-Leadership and the 1-Minute Manager, which is, you're always looking at few things or few factors when you're managing people. One is what kind of person they are, what kind of management style usually fits them. I know a couple of people who just like having chats over, WhatsApp, some people who actually prefer calls, so learning the communication style of the employee. The second is their level of expertise, basically. A lot of people make the mistake when managing of hey, yeah, they're amazing at copywriting, they should be amazing at social media marketing, I don't need to, watch over. But in reality, if they're new to it, if it's not their expertise, they basically go back down to level 1 instead of the level 4 or 5 that you were expecting them to be, because they were amazing at this one other thing. So keeping that in mind, that you have to modify your management style based on that. And as they cycle through to now they're level 2, 3, 4, 5, your management style will shift with it. So this will honestly just come with practice, and you do have a lot of resources such as books and courses to master management, but it's really keeping tabs and making sure that your people feel supported instead of managed, that they know if they do need you, you're one chat away, you're one call away. So then again, that gives you another level of freedom in your business. Next is, of course, when it comes to being able to step away from the business, you need to take care of yourself. A lot of people do burn out from their business by pushing a lot, by grinding, and I'm that kind of person as well. But you have to keep in mind, for the longevity of your business, for it to be here long term, you have to take care of yourself. It is, again, learning, going back to what is your ideal lifestyle. It's going back and putting minor things or little things within your day where you can live that lifestyle, as well as putting in things that you do to recharge for yourself. This could be, for me, of course, it's by reading a lot of really good books, it's by watching series, or by even just doing a call with my family. Those are different ways that I can give back to myself, so I can give back to other people as well. Now, lastly, a really good way that you can easily start stepping out of your business is recording the you magic. Now, within 2XU, when I started wanting to step away from it so then I can start growing instead of just running 2XU, I had to record the Leanne magic. What this was is basically doing videos like this, where I was talking about what are things that are important to me, my experiences. It also came to me actually writing down what it was that made 2XU work, and actually being able to give that as a document to the people who were slowly replacing me. And of course, making sure that it wasn't every single thing when it came to hiring, when it came to rewarding our employees, when it came to getting them, raises or everything else, is it's still from the point of view of what made this work in the first place, and making sure it's actually documented and written down somewhere so it's easy for someone else to come in and be trained by it. Having a business that can grow without you is really possible. So many people have done it before, and it's something that I have been working on within 2XU within the last 6 months even. And with it, I've been able to do a lot more speaking gigs. I've been able to do a lot more events than I wouldn't have been able to, because I would need to be in meetings or doing certain work that is now getting done by the amazing people, my amazing team inside of 2XU. Now, if you guys like this video, of course, hit the thumbs up button right there, and comment below what is your one true metric, or what is the one thing, important thing that you want to track in your business as you slowly step away. I would love to know. And if you still haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday and Thursday on how to work from home and how to have a business from home, which you guys can check out those two playlists right here and the latest video right here. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and with that, small steps matters. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!